unser Sanghening.
Sing about it.
I'm Curt. I'm the founder of SMAC. Improvisation for performance is the art of creating a show without any preparation, any script, any planning. They're gonna say, John Asparagus, world's best skater.
Curt, sing about it. John Asparagus, world's best skateboarder.
Growing up, I did as good as I could be, expected or able.
Rebel.
Cause it's not easy when your name is the same as a vegetable.
Vegetable.
I knew I wanted to make it big. Blow the top off my daddy's wig. I knew one way was extreme sports, but I'm uncoordinated, of course. So I think improvisation is a tool for a better life. And the techniques that we use that help us do that are techniques that also help us in our daily life. Things like acceptance and active listening, chivalry, taking risks, and trust.
So going back to the question of why we do this, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So you come and you surprise yourself because you start with nothing, you go off of one word, and then you agree to it, and then you act off of that. And who knows what you're going to create.
When we grow up, we forget how to be kids. We learn so many rules. Improv is going back to your instinct, trusting yourself and trusting other people on a very, very basic level.
I've been here for almost 3 years now.
For about a year and a half.
Total of almost 10 years.
For about 8 years.
我住在上海快到3年。
I've been here for 6 years. I came because I wanted to go really, really far away from home while I still could.
I feel like that's a very common thing with just people in general, leaving home entirely and everything behind you to really rediscover yourself and rediscover a passion or a love that you want to embrace. And sometimes that can cause you to stay somewhere for a long time, or sometimes it'll cause you to stay here potentially forever. Like this big guy.
I do this here, and I started SMAC in Shanghai because I love performing, I love helping people, I love making people happy. And these are a bunch of happy people who are continuing to help other people and make other people happy. We just think, frankly, it makes Shanghai a better place to live. What time is it, somebody?
8:28.
All right, circle up. Am I clear that we got to be there at 6:30, right?
6:30.
6:30, we'll have dinner there at Mass 8.
I love improvising. Who knew that we would be talking?
I'm from Mississippi in the U.S. A really small town, not even a town, in the countryside. Shanghai couldn't be any more different. But I'm much more at home here than I ever was in Mississippi. My background is in television. I used to be a host of a children's television program. My life went through some pretty bad turns. You know, some problems after my dad died, and then a divorce and bankruptcy, and I just think the world's not as bad a place as everybody wants to think it is. It's our mission here at SMAC to remind people it's a pretty good world, and we're pretty lucky. Emily talking about the Fresh Air Show. Julian talking about the Sexy Monster Show. Elva talking about the Jim Kong Show. Me talking about who's the next. Okay, listen. It's 7:14. We open the house in an hour. So 3 monologues. Keep them to 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds. And then make some strong character choices in this little.
It's so much fun.
I'll ring that out. And everybody comes out. I want a lot of dancing. Da 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 da. Let's get warmed up, people! Presenting SMAC! We're really excited. Are you excited? All right, so we thrive on your suggestions. So I want you to be thinking about the things you want to see us do, because I'll be asking for that later.
Toilet.
I heard bleach. One person at a time, we're making people happier. And there's a lot of joy being shared from this stage and from our classes. And then these people go out and they share joy. This person supposedly was the first and only valedictorian at Shanghai Pudong. Shanghai is a city of foreigners and Waidiren. In Shanghai, you need a grounding. You need something to keep you happy. Something that's not work. And it's hard to make friends sometimes. Really tough. What are you going to do? Walk up to a stranger on the street and say, I'd like to be friends? People are suspicious of that sometimes. So here, these people form these bonds and they stick together, and the family just keeps growing and growing. We've graduated 23 teams from the ZMAC Comedy School. Sexy Monsters is number 23, and it's just, I've built a home here. I've built a home here made of wonderful people. People that give my life joy and meaning. That's probably what SMAC really means. It means family, at least to me.
Alba, Smack, and fresh air.
Eric, Smack.
Jenica, Smack. Christy's on Smack and Smack too.
I actually kind of like this thing about SMAC. We break down the walls between Chinese networks and foreign networks. We know that many of our fans and many of the students in the comedy school, they're coming here because they want to practice English or because they want to connect with foreigners. We don't really care why they're coming. We care why they stay. I gotta say, in my experience, when a Chinese person, kid or adult, when they start to understand improv, they're much more entertaining than foreigners, because just in my personal experience, because like Americans or people who are familiar with improv, they're like, oh, this is to be funny. I know how to be funny. I'm a funny person. But Chinese people, they often just become real. Once they stop trying to have ideas and they're just realistic, they create some really beautiful things. And after a very short time, it's not about foreigner friends and Chinese friends, it's just about friends. And I think that's the goal we all need to strive for.
And presenting, not last and not least, kind of last, Curt!